Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Paul's Asian Adventure. We're currently on our way to see some camels, believe it or not. We're in the desert.
Yeah.
And Mia wants to go camel riding. So
It's gonna be my first time.
your first time. I've done it before a long time ago when I was a kid. So anyway, we're just getting the camera corrected there. But yeah, so with that I'll put it over to Mia.
So I'm gonna show you guys a couple of clips that the road that we're taking, and you can see how vast the desert is.
So this is gonna be a day in my life, or in our life, myself and Mia. So if you're wanting the typical video, this is not going to be one of it. You might decide to leave now. So basically on the weekends, myself and Mia try to do something as long as work hasn't been too intense and I have the energy to do something. Sometimes I'm actually really worn out, and sometimes I work all weekend. That's actually one of the reasons I'm thinking of retiring, quitting, and doing something different. So this place that we're going to here actually is the second time we are going there. The first time was the day before, where we went and had some street food, which was actually really good. And also we did some shopping, some minor shopping. Bought some nuts, bought some... we didn't buy some herbs, but we saw lots of herbs different types of herbs that they had there, very well priced, very reasonably priced. And the nuts were really, really reasonably priced, and they were so good as well. So we plan obviously to go back, and whatever shopping we need that we can do there, we will do. And they also had clothes, all kinds of clothes there, and toys and perfumes and other things as well. So we plan to go back. It's actually, they have, like I was saying, they have ATVs, they have horses, donkeys, camels, and of course, guess what Mia wanted to try the most? Something they don't have in the Philippines, and that's a camel. So we decided to do a camel ride that day, and you'll see a bit of video of that later. And then we plan to do the ATV this coming weekend, actually, if work allows again. It's all about work. So we try to do that. We try to go out, get something to drink. By that I mean tea or coffee, as you all know. In Saudi there's no alcohol. Not that if there was I would be drinking, but it's a sober society. It's actually kind of funny because I asked one of my friends why there's so many, one of my Arabic friends, Muslim friends, and I asked him, why are there so many coffee and tea shops everywhere? I mean, I've never been to a country with more coffee shops and tea shops than Saudi. And he said, well, there are no bars, that's why. So I guess it's kind of funny, but true. That's kind of where they socialize, in tea and coffee shops. So they're very popular here. Coffee is big here. I mean, everybody drinks coffee all the time. And right now I'm just showing you that actually there is trash in the desert as well in Saudi, which really surprised me. But yeah, a lot of plastic bottles that people had just dropped. And as you all know, of course, plastic doesn't rot, so it stays forever almost and becomes microplastic, which is even worse. But anyway, that's beside the point. I talked about trash in the Philippines, so I wanted to mention you can see it in other countries as well. It's not just the Philippines. And there are the camels. And it actually cost us, 40 SARs, which is approximately 550 600 pesos, which is about $10 to $12 to go for a ride. It was maybe, I don't know, 5 minutes ride, 10 minutes ride. I can't remember exactly, but I wanted to get off after 1 or 2 minutes because I mean, it's really bouncing up and down when you're sitting in that seat. And I'm thinking to myself, how did these people that rode across the Sahara ride this all day long? I don't get it, man. It must have taken some butt muscle, I guess. But there you see the horses as well, and I think there was a pony there as well. So Mia's all excited now. I think this must be the first time you've seen a camel on my vlog. But yeah, it was a really nice outing, and the nice thing is in the winter here, it's actually kind of cold. As you can see, people are wearing a sweater, which when people think of Saudi, they only think of it as really, really hot, while in reality, it can get pretty cold. It gets even colder than that day. When I first came in January, I used to wear a sweater and a jacket. That's how cold it was. So yeah, and of course it blows, so it makes it even more chilly. You can see Mia's face. Look at her face. She's so excited. I tried filming with my DJI cam, but I couldn't get it to fixate properly. It was too bouncy, man. I guess I could have got it to work, but I wasn't able to. But anyway, luckily Mia had her phone, and she was filming the whole ordeal. And so you can tell just by the video how bouncy it is, even with stabilization on the video. So yeah, that was actually, I wouldn't say camel riding is enjoyable, but it's exciting to try something new. And Mia enjoyed it. But she's ready for the ATV next weekend, so that's what we'll do. We're thinking riding it for an hour, renting it for maybe 1 or 2 hours, and then it's 90 SARs per hour. They call it 100 SARs, which is, I think that's about $30, $25. So that's 250, no, what's that again? 25, that's about 1,500 pesos or so, 1,500 pesos. For an hour. So maybe we'll rent it for 2 hours. We talked about taking a carpet with us and some food, and having like a picnic in the desert, that would be fun. So also tomorrow, when this video comes out, is myself and Mia's 1 year anniversary of marriage. So we've been married for 1 year, which is nice. We've had a really good year. It's been fun. Hardly any arguments. Mostly just laughs and good times. For the people who don't know Mia, she's very easygoing. Laughs all the time. Can't stop her laughing. It's like a comedy show at my place sometimes. But yeah, it's... to be honest, I've been in Saudi since January 17th. I started working here. And so I've been here almost a year, and I really like it here. It's very safe. The people are really nice. The Saudis are really, really nice people. They're very kind and good people. I know that's not the impression we get on the news, The impression on the news is pretty typically very negative about Saudi and Muslims in general, but I find them really, really nice people. Very easygoing, kind, hospitable, generous in every way possible. So yeah, I really like it here. Mia loves it here. She loves it here more than I do. It was up to her. It's funny because when I talked about maybe working a few more years, she said, well, let's make it 5 years so I can finish my bachelor. I'm like, not 5 years. Forget about it. So yeah, and of course it's safe here. Even with the stuff going on in Israel and all that stuff, it seems like, a continent away. That doesn't really affect our daily life in any way. So yeah, this is the end of the camel ride. I had a hard time getting off the camel. I guess I'm getting stiffer in my older years. I need to start stretching out, man. You can see me there struggling. Yeah, funny. I do need to start stretching. Yeah. So, yeah, that was the end of the camel ride. And then we went, actually found a beach, and we started walking to the beach, and we met these very... kind, nice Saudis that invited me to play soccer with them. But at first I refused and said no and all, but they insisted. And so we played a bit. I played a bit of soccer with them and made friends with them, and then we walked along the beach. It was a really nice beach with very clean, nice, and again, people are super nice everywhere. People, you saw those blue things on the side. Oh, me, I didn't film the beach. I guess she didn't include the clip of the beach here. But so afterwards, we went to the sand dunes, and you can't see it from here, but this is really steep, and I was kind of making fun, like me struggling walking up, But yeah, we enjoyed it, and if you watch the previous vlog, that was actually filmed that day in the desert. We thought we've never done a vlog in the desert, so in the Philippines we used to do a vlog, a walk and talk, and so we decided to do desert and talk. I guess we could start a new segment, desert and talk. Which actually I never thought I'd enjoy the desert this much. I usually enjoy the green of the nature, but the desert is nice, man. It's like you can see for several miles out, and it's just, at least in this weather, it's nice. Of course in the summer it would be horrible. Yeah, so that's kind of what we did that weekend. And so you can see there's a lot of people that, you can see that car over there, that's a 4-wheel drive. So there's a lot of people that have 4-wheel drives and they drive in the desert. And they like going up and down the dunes, and several of them get stuck, but they have other friends with 4-wheelers and they pull them out. And so this is kind of what the Saudis do on their break on the weekends. They do go to the desert and enjoy the desert, kind of like in Norway we go out in the forest and we go skiing. We enjoy the forest and the lakes. Here they enjoy the desert and the sea. I guess you enjoy what's around you, right? So yeah, and that day was actually really nice because it was cloudy, so the sun wasn't like piercing, and it was, as you see, I'm wearing a sweater, so it's not hot at all. It was a bit chilly, actually. So after this, we went and actually had some tea. And we found this resort, I guess you could call it, where they served coffee and tea, and they also had some food that you could have, but we didn't feel like food. We just felt like a coffee or tea. Here I'm pretending I'm dying in the desert, making some fun with Mia. So we walked around there for maybe 30 minutes, an hour, and I found this cardboard thing. And I thought, I've seen it online where people slide down the desert or the sand, on these sand dunes. But I guess they use something more slidey than cardboard paper, because that didn't work at all. I tried and tried, but it didn't work. So I just decided to tumble down instead, have some fun on my own. And the sand is like really, soft, kind of like snow. It doesn't hurt to fall or nothing. So it's cool for kids, man. If you have kids, they'd really enjoy this place here. But I've seen people online ski down these dunes and sledge down these dunes. So I don't know. I guess you have to have something, like I said, maybe made of some type of slippery plastic or something. I don't know. So yeah, that's a kind of weekend that we have. During the day, we're too busy. I'm too busy at work. I mean, the work days, I'm too busy at work. I typically just come home, work out if I have the energy. If not, we watch a movie and go to bed. Mia does the video editing, and she's trying to learn Spanish now. And yeah, that's our life over here. We kind of enjoy it. It's a high tempo at work. It's a low tempo in the weekend. But like I said, I am considering retiring again, and where it'll be is the unknown. But I tell you what, once we leave Saudi, I will miss Saudi. I really have enjoyed my time here. And part of me does not want to leave, believe it or not. I know Mia wants to stay, but I don't know how much longer I really want to work. I'm kind of ready for a new chapter in my life. And I think that will happen in 2024, at the latest 2025. But more than likely 2024, I've been aiming at May 24, but I might extend it depending on. Oh, this is the place, by the way, we went and had coffee or tea. I mean, so yeah, that's our weekend, and that's our life now. And soon, maybe in a few months, 6 months or so, we might be back in the Philippines, or we might be in Mexico, or we might be in Spain. So stay tuned to see where we end up. So thank you for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, and if you want to share, go ahead and share. So with that, I'll just let the visuals do the talking, and see you on the next one.